welcome. This is your detective, Lazaria. I'm curious if I'll be able to reach out to this one right here, who resides at the place right here, but because it has his name, I'm not going to be able to say it. He did something. Don't know if it's going to mention it, but nope. I mean, it does, but it's very, very hard to read. But basically, let me see. Basically, this happened. The fourth one did survive, but 3 of them didn't. It was 2 little ones and the one that I just showed you, and this one right here. Apparently that's what happened. And it was, I believe, in February of 1938. I'll check on that other one. But anyways, this is one of the little ones. And, sorry, it's very hard to poke and pry. And then we have, again, yeah, it was February 6th. And then we have this one, same one, and I believe it's the little one. Okay, there's 2 littles and the main one. So on February 6th, something tragically happened in Massachusetts area. So I'm hoping that those could come through, tell me their story, let me know how they're doing. And then, in case other things get spewed up, there's a chance that maybe they were the ones that were trying to get this from Chris, our pal C-Fan, Spirit Box. He went to a few cemeteries, and I have those on tab in case there's other names that aren't related to the 3 here. All right, the Spirit Talker is on, so we'll see who was reaching out and who needs it. So I want to say thank you to this gentleman right here for doing what any human would have done for those littles, despite knowing that you couldn't do something and you knew that you could have risked your life too, which unfortunately it did take your life. So that was, yeah, sad. So my name is again Lazaria, Detective Lazaria. I don't know if you know who I am, but now you do. I have some devices here that you can use, which obviously the Spirit Talker is an app to communicate with words, phrases, and names. This device right here that's black is called the EMF meter or a yes meter. You can light it up to yellow to respond to questions with yes. So if I want to say, are you here? Is there spirit here? You can light it up to yellow. And this one's the newer one that takes a bit of time for the spirits to use, despite putting a brand new battery. But it does work, I know that. Again, I got clear balls that we call cat balls scattered around.
Cemetery.
Yes, cemetery. So again, there are multiple cemeteries that I have on tab on my device here. There's a Polish cemetery, and then we have a St. Charles Cemetery and a Ukrainian cemetery. So we have 3 there. And then the 4th one is Precious Blood with the 2 littles. Because again, not everybody was buried in the same spot. Age. Well, again, the one that, I guess you can call it the heroic one, he was 24. The 2 littles, roughly, were saying they were either 5 to 6 years old or 8 and 9 for the other one. Again, the exact year isn't there because of...
The children play games.
Okay, so they're here maybe? So I don't know if those two little ones that I just showed are here, and they're here to have a little bit of fun while we're speaking to others, and maybe the main one, that's the adult. Well, if you are, again, there's a clear ball, little ones that can reach that chair.
Sinister.
Again, see right there with the rock and the candle on the chair, there's a clear ball. As well as up there on the table is a clear ball. If you want to have fun and play games. You can even go beepity bappity boo. If it's possible. And yes, to those that are going to come through, and of course, even if they don't come through, I will, at the very end of my session, say a prayer for those that need this. The EMF meter does work, right? It's working just a bit ago. So, yeah, I'm just going to let it go. Because if it does go off, it's definitely a spirit trying to use it. They're probably trying. Oh. Okay.
I'm taking my time.
So that explains why the EMF meter isn't going a lot, and the cat balls are obviously not going to go off yet. They're taking their time. Okay. Just want to make sure it still works. That's all. Can any spirit just do a quick hand wave near the EMF meter so I know it works? So it should just light up to yellow for a brief second, and then it'll go back. So you just put your hand through, and then it should. I know it works. I just put a brand new battery in it. And I just saw it light up just a moment ago. So maybe they are taking their time. That's how I know this EMF meter is being used by spirits. But I noticed that the one that I have, which is the box one, tends to be more sensitive and it lights up a lot. So either this one has a mechanism that isn't as easy for the spirits, or what? I don't know.
Scared.
Oh, you're scared? You don't have to be scared. Oh. Are you scared? It doesn't hurt you. If there's a spirit here that's scared of using these tools, or is scared of me, I'm not scary. At least I hope I'm not. And the device there that's in the middle, that's black, it's just a way for me to know you're here if you can't use the cat balls. It's also considered like a yes meter. And I know it works because I just saw it. And my failed attempt. After 15 minutes, I was like, okay, I gotta try something else. Yeah, I think they're just taking their time. Now I just see a bright light in my eye because I was staring at it. Oh, also maybe they don't have the energy. If you need the energy, all lights that are turned on in the room, 2 lamps, a ceiling light, those are your ways to gain the energy to use these tools. Yep, there you go. I see it.
Sleeping.
Oh. Okay, so maybe you're taking a break, you're taking a little nap. Okay, maybe that's why things aren't really being as active. Okay, stop worrying about it. Just let it flow. Again, the other one that I used, the one with the fox, I was trying to let it take a break and just put a brand new battery on this one and use this one. Okay.
They blamed me.
Is this towards the little ones? Or is it the more of the adult one who was 24 years old? Was it the 24-year-old one that he feels like people were blaming him? Or is this another? Oh, wait, the mom. The mother of the children. Did they blame you for not keeping an eye on the children? Or maybe the father? Was the father there? Because I'm assuming the two little ones, the parents must have been close, kind of nearby. Or maybe they let them go wander, and then, of course, they didn't know where they went off to. Oh, see?
Help me.
Aw. I didn't even say it. Okay. Is this the two little ones? If only they can light up the EMF meter. Okay, I might have to take the EMF. Okay, can you use the EMF meter at all? I need to know if you are trying to come through, but maybe if I move it. Okay, just so you know, it does work. See? It does work with that area. It just takes a bit of time. All right. So it just said,
No, I can't.
oh, you can't use it? Oh. Okay, maybe I will switch it out with this Fox one. And hopefully there's enough juice in this battery. Okay. So let me do a quick search. Switch at me. That's a bummer, and I bought a brand new one too. Can you use this one? I think you can, yeah. Okay, so those that are asking for the help, because I did just say help me, are they the two little ones? I just realized I can actually have both. I can use it back here. All right, there you go. Okay, so again, to those that asked for the help, and it said help me, is it one of the little ones? Was it this one that I'm pointing at? Or maybe her sibling? Or is it, oh, they both went at the same time.
Don't provoke us.
Oh. Well, again, they did ask for help. If there are any spirit guides here, or if I can get any spirit guides to come here. Again, we have two little ones. I won't say their names, but I'm going to point at their Find a Grave page. Spirits do see these things. So there's this one right here, who was only 5 to 6 years old. Her brother, who was about 8 or 9 years old, he also may need the help as well. And the one that tried to save them, he was 24. If you can get these ones to get the help they need, that'd be awesome. I don't know if they already did get the help, but maybe they just need a little bit more help. And at the very end of this, I will say a prayer to those that come through. So at least I know it does work. It just required a little work.
No, it's not.
No, it's not easy still? It's not working as much? Okay. They're like, it's still crap. Sorry. Well, I just noticed that when this one went off, this one did too. And then this one it went off, and this one didn't. So, it's a hit and miss, I guess. And I can't return it because it's been used for many months. So we just have to go with the flow on that one. So just a recap. And I do know the mother's name of the two littles. She has two names, a nickname and the main name, I guess, that wasn't on her headstone. I'm curious if it'll be said. I don't know if that's the one that feels that they were blamed. Unless it's another spirit that's from the other two cemeteries that feel like they were blamed for something. It's hard to say. And hopefully this one right here doesn't have that feeling of being the one that's got the blame on him. You did what any heroic person would do. Oh.
Medieval.
I'm going to ignore that. So it's interesting how I did get help me, and I didn't say the word. At least I don't think I did. I think they were definitely trying to tell me that they did need help, whether it's the three here that unfortunately, lost their lives in February 6th of 1938, or if it's anyone that's from the other cemeteries. Because remember it said cemetery? All right.
I died right here.
Are you referring to this right here? Did you pass away in this? I'm pointing at something. Can you light up the EMF meters? If you can tell me that you did pass away in this? Kind of. Oh, and it happened in Rhode Island. My bad. And I don't know if any of the spirit guides came through yet, but hopefully they are going to assist any soul or spirit that needs the help. Because, again, I can only do so much, and that's usually just allowing them to speak and to say the prayer. And in case they are not familiar with these little things called cat balls, I'm going to light up one of them to demonstrate. Spiritual fingers, get solid enough, and then you can either pick it up, wiggle it, or tap it anywhere in the clear. So like
Sarah.
Sarah? Huh, interesting. There was a Sarah that he actually, I believe. No, is that the, that anywhere south had a Sarah? I'll look up Sarah in a second. Hold on. I'm going to go ahead and bap it. I did turn on these. I know I did. I did them? Okay. Either you just kind of roll them around. They eventually lap. Sorry. Sometimes they get easy peasy on me. Sometimes they are difficult for me. Sorry. But that's how you do it. And look how easy it is to see it glow for a little bit and then it stops. Cool, huh? So Sarah, I don't know if you reside in any of these cemeteries that Chris walked by, the Polish one or the St. Charles. I'm going to type in your name. It is unfortunately a popular name. Nope, actually, shocking enough, none there. Try this one. We have too many. In the St. Charles Cemetery, we have 64. A little too many, but hi, if you're any of those 64s. One of them. And I do not see a Sarah tied to.
We watch over this place.
Oh, okay. Spirit guides? You mean heaven when you say this place? If you're referring to this place being heaven, can you light up the EMF meter or meters? Or do you watch over here as an earth? The world between, aka afterlife? The realm? The veil? I don't know. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and type in Sarah yet again in the, nope, none there. There's only one more place to look. Doctor.
Doctor.
Interesting. Anywhere South did do a session. There was a Sarah. Mallory, I think it was. And then Dr. Andrew Mallory. Interesting. I don't know if they're even tied to the connection of coming through or just random. But yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have those pages up. But go watch Anywhere South, the latest one, and at the end of February. And they had a session with the Mallory family. Sarah was one of them, as well as Dr. Andrew. Oh, there are 15 Sarahs in the Precious Blood Cemetery. But yeah, very hard to see who's trying to come through.
Deceit.
The action or practice of deceiving someone by concealing or misrepresenting the truth. Okay. And by the way, there is this one who is the mother of those two little ones. And this is her nickname. They don't have it here, but it's Regina as her I guess you can call her second name, like her middle name. Her first name starts with an M. It's a common name. But they didn't have it listed on the Find a Grave page. But I found it on the Ancestry. And yes, I did do detective work. I did do suggest edits and then link.
Liam.
I linked the family, the parents, and the kids. Unfortunately, yeah, there's no William or Liam, but maybe there is in these two. So the problem about Liam, though, is the fact that it could be short for William, and William's so popular of a name. So if I don't get a Liam, I'm just going to assume, yeah, there's going to be a William in there. Yeah, none of those have Liam. There are 264 Williams in one cemetery, and then the other one has, good Lord, probably a lot. The other one has 3. Never mind. I expected a lot more. So the other one for the Polish one only had 3. There you go.
Powerful.
Powerful. So, I totally forgot the name of. Here we are. So this was the other one that he did kind of feel like was coming through during his session. Again, that would be Chris's CFAN spirit session. And then those tied to him were this one and that one. But I don't think they're coming through, but I'm just curious if they remember. Well, I'm almost at 30 minutes and I can't really see. I mean, I got somebody asking help me, but I can't tell who it was. Can you again give me one more chance to know who it was? And then if you say your name and you really want to confirm it, you can light up any of those cat balls that are here. So if you say name and a cat ball goes off, it's like, yep, that's us. Or that's me. So even if it's not a name, it can be tied to what happened to you. And hopefully the spirit guides are already assisting those.
Hungry.
Hungry? Maybe hungry for energy? Yeah, hungry for energy. Okay, so they get it. Take the light sources, do their thing, or they gain it somehow.
Joy.
Joy. Okay. And then by doing their little thingy with the lights to gain the energy, they can definitely come through a little bit more. Clearer, hopefully. Again, this session is again about spirits that need the help in these cemeteries that are listed, or those that helped spirits and unfortunately didn't make it. Again, those 3 that I already showed. I'm unsure if there's other stories of someone being heroic and them not making it, and the ones that they tried to save didn't make it either, but this is definitely the ones that we know of. It's so weird with the cat balls when I do random sessions and it lights up and it's like our little monk Francis or somebody tied to Battle of Abbey. And it just lights up. And the rest of the time it's quiet.
Creativity.
Creativity. We'll talk about creativity. I'm going to take a little creativity break. With my hands that hurt like crazy. Oh, okay. I was like, why does it seem so bright? Or maybe they felt like, what Chris did when he did take a little walkthrough over there. Maybe it helped them already, despite him not being able to reach their headstones. Maybe the spirit guides did their little thing where they went and said, anybody else need help? We're here. Might as well. Is there any way a spirit guide can put their name here? So we know that our spirit guides are around. So besides the names of those that unfortunately lost their lives on February 6th of 1938, and of course those that are reaching out for the help, could the spirit guides, any of those that happen to have a name that we know of, I mean, we know specific ones. Well, no.
Bastard.
No. Talk about no. Wait, is that Mr. No? Is he a spirit guide? Is that why we keep hearing him come through in Chris's session? Apparently that one is a spirit guide, Mr. No. Just kidding. I don't know. I just spewed out that. I don't know why. So, again, if you can, kindly, a spirit guide that happens to be either here or will be coming here, can you please put your name on the spirit talker to confirm you're around or here? Again, we have specific ones we know of that's tied to our community. Curious if you will be said. I wouldn't be surprised if I get a specific one that I always get, but yeah.
It's time to be careful.
Well, that is something that should have been said prior to those two littles walking over the pond. Unfortunately, they did not know that it was not thick enough to walk on. Because again, it iced over, but it wasn't thick enough that they fell through. And again, that young man who was 24 happened to be nearby. Even though he can't swim, he took his chance to run over there and try to get them out. But he couldn't get them out in time, and he went with them. And the fourth person came to try to get those three out, but he failed to get them out. And he was able to at least survive. I don't know if he's got that survivor's guilt, though. Alright, switching my hands. Ooh, that hurt. Yep, again, not sure if they're going to come through or not. Again, still waiting. Haven't gotten that name yet, or the other two little ones.
Likely.
Oh, I just asked about, does the one that survived have survivor's guilt? And they just put likely. He likely got that feeling of survivor's guilt, where he happened to witness 3 people going despite his effort of trying to save them. So,
Wilson.
Wilson. Interesting. Whoa. Wilson? I don't think his name was Wilson. Unless there's a Wilson that has the same feeling. But it was, this one, I believe. So the fourth one did survive, but he did not. Yeah. I don't know where you are at, Wilson, but I'm going to go with St. Charles and see. Is it a last name, Wilson? No?
She's here.
Ah, one of the spirit guides? Is there a spirit guide that just arrived? I mean, just said she's here. Oh, there is a Wilson. We have Wilson Caselli. 1915 to 1988. No grave picture. They were 73 years old. Parents were Ireneo and Adela, and I have no idea. Secondo for his sibling. Is this him? Is it Wilson Caselli that was trying to come through from St. Charles that needed the help? Can you light up anything very strong? No? Okay. I'm just typing in Wilson and the other cemetery, but I'm not getting anything else, so okay. The last cemetery to check. There are 3 Wilsons in the Precious Blood Cemetery. Again, that's a huge cemetery. We have Wilson de la Santa. Then we have Wilson Richardson. Oh, I think it might be him.
My name is Ethel.
Hi, Ethel. And then we have Wilson. Oh, that can also be him. Wilson Violette. I can't have it. So basically, these two are young, very young. 2021. Doesn't mention how they passed, but they passed away in February.
Eric.
So those 2 names that are coming through, I'm going to have to skip on them for a little second here. Look at the date, February 6th. Not 1938 though, but February 6th, 1919. A Wilson, Veilet, passed away at age 20 or 21. Was that Wilson coming through for some reason? Can you light up? Okay, maybe. Otherwise, there was another Wilson, Richardson, also 23, 24. No cause of death. So this is the other one. So I'm sorry for your young passing in your 20s. Again, there's no cause of passing, what happened. If it was an accident, a disease, an illness, or what? A disease? I lit up when I said disease. I don't know. I may have time, may not. I can try to look it up later. I'm going to go with St. Charles on Ethel.
Unfinished business.
Oh, okay. Is that why some of the spirits tend to reside around the earth? There's something keeping them here instead of, enjoying their peace in heaven? Is there some unfinished business? There are 12 Ethels in St. Charles, but not sure which one was coming through. There's many. Alright, and Eric, I'm going to skip the K and just type in C. And there are 3 Erics. Okay, Eric Montecalvo was only 34 when he passed. I didn't like the K, so I just took a C. I mean, that's pretty young. 34 is pretty young. Doesn't tell you how they passed, though. Oh, shoot. Even worse. We have a 5 to 6 year old that passed away in 1970. Eric Imedy.
It's dangerous.
Eric Imedy. Is this you that needed the help? That you're a 5 to 6 year old that passed away in 1970. Can you light up a cat ball or EMF very strong? So I don't know, the odds of it not telling us how they passed away at such a young age. Again, Eric P. Imedy. 1964 to 1970. So your parents are probably still alive. I mean, I might be able to do a little bit of a search on you and the ancestry later. I don't want to deal with it now because it takes a little bit of, well, an extra hand to do a bunch of research. Joy again. I got Joy there.
Joy.
Are you enjoying this session? That I'm trying to reach out as many spirits to see if they need my help or spirit guides to help them? Or did I find you? Did I find that Eric that was trying to come through, despite the spelling being with a C instead of a K? There's 2 of them that seem to stand out because they were young. I can try the K one, but normally... Oh, there is a K. Aw, even worse. They were only a year old. Dang it. There's an Eric, can't pronounce your last name, who was only age 1. I'm so sorry. Oh wow, literally from January 10th to January 26th. So yeah, for sure, 1 year. And that's the one with the spelling with a K in St. Charles. Again, if I reached any of the spirits and said your name that put their name on Spirit Talker, you just light up any cat balls just to confirm. Yep, you found us. Aw.
I screamed.
Well, there's 2 little ones that were in the pond. I'm sure that they screamed for help. And that's probably why the 24-year-old came to the rescue. So, funny enough, there's no Eric in the Polish one with a K. And not even the C. Okay, just checking. So maybe I just will bypass looking up anyone in the Polish one for now. Just focus on St. Charles and those 3 other spirits. The 2 little ones and the 24-year-old for now. Oh my, shoot, I didn't realize the time. So I'm at 45 minutes, and I usually end this in about another 15. So if you are trying to get...
Deceptive.
If you're trying to get the help and you haven't said your name, please come in and tell me your name before so I can say a prayer, and then it'll be tied for all those that try to come through. From the Eric to the Ethel to the Wilson And now I forgot the other three. But again, to those that came through, and of course those that didn't make it in the pond. Yeah, and yet again, no Capel. Oh, interesting.
Ava.
Ava. Well, I usually do get Avas. By the way, Ava, I had an Ava, a little girl who was shot by a stray bullet, who lit up the Capel on the pillow over there. I know it's not the same one, I don't think. But if it is, hi. There's no Ava in the St. Charles. There's no Ava in Precious Blood Cemetery. And no Ava in the other one. So, no. No Ava, unless Ava's a short name for something else, but yeah.
Darkness.
Darkness. Oh, I didn't check the Polish one. Hold on, I doubt it. I think the Polish one's very small. No, I just went through every single one of them. We got absolutely nothing with that name.
Howdy.
Hi-dee. How do you do? So we have someone saying hi in a country-like way. Oh.
Thank you for respect.
You are so welcome. So again, I didn't get these names at all. Sorry, I had a... I'll eventually get there. So again, those three names haven't come through. And if they don't come in the next 5 minutes, I will say them. Just so they know. And last but not least, this one. Well, I try to give those an extra, almost an hour extra, in case they didn't get the help that they wanted and needed during the time that someone walked through their cemetery area. And again, he already did a session, Chris, with the two littles, and unfortunately the 24-year-old was buried somewhere else, but he is planning to go visit again when it's probably not as packed with snow. And that's the problem. It was hard to get to the cemetery because of how thick the snow was, or deep. But now that March is coming through, now that March is on its way here, March usually is a good chance that the weather will be warmer, and hopefully things start to melt down.
Sigh.
Sigh. Aw. Do you like snow? Are you sighing because you wanted him to come visit you, but he had to leave? Or are you sighing because you know that it's going to take a bit of extra time for the darn snow to melt because there's so much? So it could be another few weeks. Oh yeah, no one set off the ghost motion detector. It's right there in that corner. I guess it's just a very quiet time here with some of them. So I'm trying, Detective Lazaria is trying, and maybe those spirits that are tied to the ones from the pond. I did again link the mother and the father to the two littles because they weren't. But of course, it's an edit that requires an approval, but I did do it. I did some other ones. I just have a feeling that sometimes the spirits do observe. Hey!
Francis.
Okay, well, it could be that one that I mentioned earlier with the Capel activity tied to Battle of Abbey, who would light up the Capel because he's a monk. And anyways, yeah, it could be him, or it could be that other one that Chris went to. It kept saying Francis a lot. And it starts with a what do you call it? A P-I. Hold on. Let me just get your name up here, if it's this one. Is this you? I'm pointing at you. You passed away in 1955? This one? Is this you? Your name was definitely mentioned a lot during his
Insight.
In his session that he had today that aired. That name popped up multiple times until he finally found the headstone with that name. Granted, it wasn't like exactly Francis, but it was Francis something. Unless it's like an error, I don't know. Either way, can you light up after I say it? Can you light up that one right here, this EMF by the candle, if it's tied to the Polish cemetery? If it's tied to the monk, light up this one. Or Capel.
Graveyard.
It's the graveyard? Okay. It just said graveyard. So they're letting me know it is tied to the cemetery. Okay, so maybe it is Francis that he walked by and had a little chat and had a Capel on top of your headstone? Okay. I just said Francis and then graveyard. So I was just wondering, is it the monk or is it Francis that was the one that Chris went to? I think it is the one he went to. Okay, good. So sometimes, not all the times, Francis will be monk. It's just a very popular name. By the way, did you need the help, Francis? I can't pronounce your last name, though. But you reside in the Polish National Catholic Church Cemetery. Did you get the help that you needed if you were reaching out to him for the help? Did the spirit guides help you? Can you light up any of those two EMF meters or Capel? And 3, 2, 1. No. Did you still need the help then? Or maybe you didn't even need the help. Maybe he was like, I just wanted to be spoken to. Or was it a different Francis? Maybe it was a different Francis. There are other Francis that reside in that cemetery he was at. Maybe it wasn't the same one. There's 13.
Presence beyond mirror.
So we have Francis H-L-Y-N. We have Francis Rutka. And there's 2 of them. Probably the father and then the son. And then we have, actually, interesting enough, that name. Holy crap, there's a bunch. I didn't even know that was even a name. But look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It must be a Polish name. Is that name a Polish name? The one with the Francis, part of the Francis, but it has SCZEK? Is that a Polish name? And that's why there's a lot of them in this Polish cemetery versus just Francis? Interesting. All right, 5 more minutes and then I guess we'll just wrap it up. So I did say that I was going to tell the names. So thank you, Michael, for saving Anna and her brother Norman in the icy pond. Despite the efforts, you've all three passed away. But you were a heroic man, and Herbert was doing his best to try to get all three of you out, but the attempts didn't work, sadly. So I will say a prayer in the next 5 minutes to those that
Because
you felt like you had to save them. I mean, again, he was happened to be right there at the right time, but it wasn't enough to get them out because he didn't know how to swim, I guess. Yeah. But he tried. That's all you could do, right? You did your best, you tried. So, like I said, I'm going to say a prayer after this for those three, as well as any other ones that seek the help that they need.
Look out for lights.
Okay. Again, if you're referring to those that are going to get the prayer being said by me in the next few minutes, maybe they'll find the light that they need to see to go to heaven. That's usually what happens. I say the prayer. Somehow they magically get the help they need to seek the light and you can move on, cross over. Yeah, it's not referring to the capitals lighting up or the EMF meter. I think it's a metaphor to heaven. Just look out for the lights. Like, there's going to be multiple spirits coming through. So there's going to be different lights for each person, like their own door. It's a bummer I have to end it, but again, the sooner I end it, the sooner I can say the prayer, the sooner they get to cross over. And then if it is Francis the monk, hi again. You'd like to hang out here apparently.
The children are heard.
Oh, good. So the children are here, Anna and Norman, and they're asking for the help. I didn't get a spirit guide name, unfortunately, but I'm sure they're there or they're on standby. And because I'm ending it very
Infernal.
Because I'm ending it very shortly here, I'm going to light up a cat ball one last time. Again, they don't want to light up for me. Just pick it up and move it. You don't have to light up that one. You can light up the others. But that's all you had to do. But I guess they're just not in the mood. All right, well, I don't know. Did somebody perish in a fire? Mm-hmm.
My name is Raymond.
Oh, hi, Raymond. It's not my Grandpa Ray, but maybe another Raymond. Do you reside in any of these cemeteries? Well, definitely not the Polish one. St. Charles, maybe? There are too many Raymonds in the St. Charles. I guess St. Charles is a very huge cemetery. There's far too many. But hi, maybe there's a Charles, a Raymond that happened to be either, no, never mind. I was going to say tied to fire, but no? Okay. Now, one last thing I have to try is I just gotta try it. Oh, Raymond Farland, who was a retired lieutenant of the Woodstock Fire Department. There's this one. Sorry. Not sure if this is them, but again, it's a Infernal, but that's not really helping. But I was trying to narrow it down. I tried. I did. Again, it's been a very slow falling.
Fallen.
They did fall through the pond. So it just said fallen, and the two littles did fall through an icy pond. And then Michael went to go try to get them out, but unfortunately it wasn't enough effort. And the fourth person tried to get those three out, but he also too couldn't get them to come out. But lucky enough, he was able to get out himself. And his name was Herbert, who survived. So, all right, it's been past an hour. I did my best to try to get an extra time to those that were trying to get the help that they are like asking for the help. I did get Help Me, so I don't know who it was, but I will.
You are peaceful.
Thank you. You are going to get a prayer being said after this to those three and anyone else that needs the help. Francis, Wilson, Ethel, and so forth. All right, this is your detective, Lazaria, signing out. Peace, love, and eternity.